sir. For the goodness of the recording here, can you, of course, tell us your name?
DeAndre Bentley.
All right. And what is the funeral home that you represent, sir?
Bentley and Sons Funeral Home in Macon, Georgia, Jeffersonville, Georgia, and Roberta, Georgia.
Excellent, excellent. So if you could tell us, how do you make your funeral home stand out?
My smile. No,
Yeah.
we've been in the community. We started our business in '76, and our business was started on helping people.
Mm.
So we pride ourselves on helping people, and in return, our business has flourished. We did over 600 calls last year. Um, Nothing but great things. Yeah, we just want to keep doing the legacy that my dad started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're standing on his shoulders right now, and we're not going to change anything, but just remodel. But other than that, what he put in place will always be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you feel any pressure stepping into those shoes coming in after your father, after the legacy that he's built?
At first I didn't, but when I looked around, I felt a little pressure that making sure I did not, making sure that I was still keeping the amount of bodies, getting the amount of bodies that he was getting. So I'm doing a little more, so that pressure is off. So yeah, but other than that, my dad started me. He let me take over before he got sick.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had any questions, he would be there for me to ask him.
Yes, sir. Okay. Excellent, excellent. And what would you say, what do you think makes a funeral home successful?
I think the people at the funeral home and
Okay.
the leadership of the funeral home, because if you're not 100% invested in the families, because in our business, we meet people at their lowest point.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the worst day of their life.
Yeah, that's right.
So we meet them, and they don't know us personally, but at that point, it's up to us to make their worst day
Mm-hmm.
better.
Yes, sir.
Something they tolerate.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. Excellent, excellent. What qualities do you think a funeral home owner should possess? And I asked that question in retrospect for you studying your father and now being in the position yourself. What qualities should a funeral home owner possess?
Definitely patience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Because you deal with stuff that most people don't have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It can be challenging, but it's also much more rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
That's a key.
Yes,
That's a key. And you just gotta love people.
yeah. Yeah.
You just gotta.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely have to be a people person in this business. Excellent. What funeral service traditions does your funeral home practice, and how have they evolved since the inception of it?
Well, we started presenting a Bible about 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We still present the Bible, but that's one thing my dad want to always do. Make sure no matter what, we give the family the word.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what we do, we can't give anything better than that.
Yeah.
We also do blankets. We give the family blankets.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we give crystals when we're getting into more of the crystals.
Okay.
With the deceased picture on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I don't know if did you show me the crystals when I was there?
I don't think so.
Okay. Man, I like to see those. That's interesting. Okay. Now, and it's interesting bringing that up because when we first met and when I came down initially to visit you all and to get everything going with our staff orientation. We were in the midst of the beginning of the whole COVID-19 pandemic. Um, and the question that comes with that is, what changes has your funeral home implemented since the start of COVID-19?
Well, at first we stopped doing chapel or church services, and
Mm-hmm.
only um now we offer we're back doing basically back to normal, with the exception of sanitizing everything, like after everybody comes out of the chapel,
Yeah.
wiping it, sanitizing it. We also have hand sanitizer
Mhm.
everywhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere. Through,
Yes.
uh, all over the chapels, all over the lobby. Whatever room you're in, you can use hand sanitizer.
Yes,
So
sir.
that and then we also, when you're in the funeral home, we require masks.
Yes, sir. Gotcha. Okay. Now, one thing that I was really impressed with is just the imprint that Bentley and Sons Funeral Home has had in the Macon community. But in your own words, what impact has your funeral home had to the community that you serve?
Well, um, I'll put it like this. My dad, there was a family that um, they didn't have much money. They were in a, I think the father was in a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they can only come up with, with so much. And my dad was willing to work with them. And the pastor of the church said you would have thought they paid $20,000 for the funeral, and that right there really sets the tone
Yeah.
on the work we do
Yeah.
in the community. As a matter of fact, we used to be in Macon there, when people die, like homeless people or you get killed on the street, it's called coroner call.
Mm.
Well, we pick up bodies for Bibb County, and the Caucasian funeral homes would not pick up Caucasians if they didn't have money.
Mm.
My dad did not care. He was like, I go get them. I go get them. And the coroner would say, we've already called around, but we know that y'all will come make this removal. And it was like, oh yeah, absolutely. Where's that?
Mm.
And so we've always done that and continue to do it.
Mm.
And we'll just always, that's stuff that we will always do. As far as churches, we're always in the churches, whatever they need, they come to us for ads, donations, and the answer is always 100% yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're always going to help out all the churches that
Right. Right.
that start with us. And we're blessed to have a cemetery as well that not only our clients go there, but the other funeral homes in Macon go there as well.
Mm. Yes, sir.
So yeah, that's pretty big here. With us being, a black owned funeral home and owning our own cemetery.
Yes,
That's
sir.
pretty
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
about everywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't, well, we can edit this out if you don't want it in, but I'm also say, just the massive amount of real estate that you all have is incredible.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Just in Bibb County alone, we have 72 properties.
Wow. That's incredible, man. That is incredible and very, very impressive. So that is a legacy of service, and you are definitely have created a legacy that you would definitely have the Bentley and Sons imprint just in serving the community, and of course the ownership. And I think I talked to you about this before, but BNC's our creed, our culture is to preserve the legacy of funeral service and Black capitalism. And that you really are literally exhibiting that and demonstrating that every day. So I take my hat off and salute you, sir, for that. And then, of course, we have implemented a pre-need program that we kicked into gear officially last summer. So we're coming up around 6 to 9, I believe 9 months at this point that we have implemented the pre-need program at Bentley and Sons. Could you speak on the impact that implementing pre-need, a proactive pre-need program, has had on your program and the families that you serve?
I I think this pre-need program. I just finished talking to my cousin. He owns a funeral home in Thomaston, Georgia, and
Mhm.
I just about 30 minutes ago that this pre-need program is the best thing that has happened to me since I've taken over.
Wow.
Uh, yes, we've had people coming in off the streets or making appointments. We showing the card. Hey, I got this card. And if my wife does the pre-needs, and if she's able, she will. If she doesn't have an appointment at time and people walk in, hey, she's Johnny on the spot. She does the appointments right there, and when they come in, they're all about doing it and closing it.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is so often people die, and they have to have get GoFundMe pages to try to
Yeah.
get the body buried. But with this right here, you don't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah. Man, that's incredible, man. I definitely appreciate that, and the truism in that. It's we definitely are happy to be partnered with you and to help bring that type of that smile to your face. So so we definitely appreciate that, and we enjoy working with you, man, and we look forward to taking it to new heights because it does get better each year. And then my last and final question for you, sir, is do you have any advice for individuals who are looking to follow in your footsteps in the legacy of funeral service?
Get in it for the right reasons. Um, like I said, you got to care about people.
Mm-hmm.
You got to want to help people. And I think that if you're in it for the right reasons, you're going to be the biggest help for that family
Mm-hmm.
at the time of their life. So you're almost like a healer.
Yeah.
So um,
Wow.
emotional.
Yeah.
It's serious. And
Mm-hmm.
if you look at just like, hey, I want to, y'all make a lot of money and I want to just get in, that's the wrong attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's not
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it can be said that if people do anything that you do and you're doing it for the wrong reason, whatever outcome you're looking for will run away from you.
Absolutely.
So, man, I thank you so much. Excellent answers. I appreciate you taking the time again to sit with me. Wasn't a long time, but it's always good to see you. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you and your wife and family in person. She's working hard, and we do appreciate Miss Felicia Bentley. She's doing an incredible job in pre-need. And I mean, I know that within a matter of no matter of time, we'll be seeing her and probably both of you on these trips that we have in the upcoming future. So we look forward